Okay, we're back with Dr. Warner and sous chef Henry here, and now we're going to be working on mole poblano, right? The spicy Mexican chocolate sauce. So two different parts of this: dry ingredients and wet ingredients. So we're going to start with the dry ingredients, and Henry's going to give us a cup of almonds. It's going to measure out. It's okay if you're I'm always a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So it's okay if you're a little over or under. So. That's why I'm a lousy baker. Well, that's good enough. That's a cup in some world. So just dump that in. Then we're going to do a couple of raisins. All right. Yeah, those might be harder to get out. I might need to use some fingers to get those out. So the raisins, and then basically put some spices in there, and then we'll word up. And we're going to do a batch of wet ingredients, including tomatoes and chilies. So. Yes, think about raisins that they stick. So mole poblano is made from ingredients from all the three major regions that we talked about: Europe, Eurasia, where we get the raisins from, and the almonds, sesame seeds out of the Middle East, and some of these spices are from the Americas, and the turkey that's made with it is from the Americas also, right? Maybe about 3/4 of a cup there. That's probably good enough. That's good. We'll throw that in there, and then we'll go with the whole cumin. We'll start with that. We'll do a teaspoon of that. 1 teaspoon of that. There's lots of different ways of making this dish, and there's different versions of different parts of the nation of Mexico. We've got coriander seed here next, so let's do a teaspoon of that. So coriander is from the cilantro plant. A lot of parts of the world they actually call cilantro coriander for that reason. Like my Vietnamese students call it coriander. And anise seed there, whole anise seed, we'll put a teaspoon of that in there. And then we're going to go with a tablespoon of cinnamon. And cinnamon's next. And again, you can adjust according to how you like it. Cinnamon is a less powerful spice than many others, so I tend to use more of it when I'm making things. And then we're going to go with a tablespoon of sesame seeds. Actually, let's make it 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. I'm feeling generous today. Up so the top goes on, this should be facing you, and then I think that's right, side of that the other way around. Press down and see if it runs. Nope, so let's try the other way. Good thing you guys aren't paying money for this. Okay, now it's reversed. Now press down a little bit and off and on. Yeah, off and on. Okay, that's good. Let's take the top off because I'm going to smell it. Yeah. Smell it. Isn't that great? Oh, you can't smell across the camera. So then just take it off and dump it into that bowl there. Probably off this. There we go. All right. It's okay. Then we're going to reestablish it and put it back on there. And this will go towards the front. And then we're going to put in there the tomatoes that we processed a little while ago. So here are the tomatoes, put those in. Put the chilies in. And then we're going to rip up 3 tortillas, store-bought tortillas, and put those in. Okay. Excellent. All right, top back on. You're right this time. Maybe probably word up, same way. So mole is from Molito. It's actually means blended. That's pretty good. We can go with that. It's blended, and they used to do it with the mortar and pestle, and go like that. So so why don't you take that off and walk over here to the stove, and we can take that out. And here use the rubber spatula to get it all in there. Close enough for government work. Put on the counter there. And then this mixture of nuts and raisins goes in there. Turn it down a little bit. And then the most important ingredient, unsweetened chocolate. Right? You don't want to eat this by itself. It's kind of bitter, but it's good in the sauce. So once you unwrap that and break it up into pieces, so you just sew it straight into the sauce. Yeah. I once had a boss in a restaurant who was really obnoxious. He used to come in and like eat stuff off the stove or the counter. It really made us mad. But one day he came in and threw a bunch of this chocolate in his mouth, and he realized it wasn't sweet. That was definitely fun. Total karma. All right, so this is how this looks now. Give it a little stir up. It's going to become a chocolate gooey mess. And then what you do is you put, traditionally you put turkey into it, but if you go into U.S. restaurants, you're more likely to find it with chicken. And you want to thin it out just a little bit. Once you make it nice and hot, I just use the chili water. And we'll show you what that looks like later after our next